Now you may recall in the last episode, I picked up this rather cheap but pretty sad looking MX-5. Today, we continue the story, this time looking at getting to work on really cleaning this poor thing up. Enjoy. So it's another day working on this car, and I've already made some great progress since we last spoke. For one, I've gone ahead and removed some of the interior carpets to be able to give them a good clean and vacuum, and to get those out, I also had to remove the seats, which actually aren't in that great condition anyhow. I've also got the boot carpet sitting here, but the most exciting thing that happened is I got a new windscreen. For some reason, windscreens are much more expensive than I remember them being. This one cost me something like $260. I'm sure they used to be cheaper. Now, back inside under the roof, and you can see things are still quite a mess and need some more cleaning up. But first, it's time to get this sadly damaged old roof out of the way so I can look at installing a replacement top. The old soft top is now out, and unfortunately will probably be good for nothing other than going in the bin. Interestingly, there's an aftermarket rain rail in here which is still in great nick, so we can reuse that with the new roof. It's made of this kind of canvas type material, unlike the OEM ones which are plastic, I think. We can set that aside for reinstall a little later. Again, a whole heap of smashed glass around here too, which is really sad and annoying, but otherwise things look pretty good back here, all things considered. I did notice, however, that the drain holes here look pretty clogged up, which shouldn't really be a surprise. So I'll go ahead and clean up this glass, and then it might be a good idea to flush out these drain holes while it's nice and easy to get to. Rightio, things are looking a bit neater now, so let's tackle these drain holes. I tend to just jab them with a straightened out coat hanger wire. That usually does the job. Just pump the thing in and out like so. As you can see in my case, we're causing the car to do a little poop. And I continue to do that until I can flush some water through from the top and it flows out the bottom relatively unobscured. As you can see, my coat hanger is looking pretty nasty, so please, if you haven't checked your drain holes recently, just get out there in your garage and do it. Now I pulled out this rear parcel shelf cover as it looked a bit tatty and tarnished, as you can see here. So I'm going to give it a clean up, maybe hit it with some fresh silver paint, and then throw it back in the car all neat and tidy. As the scumbags that damaged this car smashed the windows in both of the doors, I'm now going to need to remove the door trims to firstly clean out all the smashed glass inside them, and then secondly install some new glass windows. These trims are looking pretty tatty as well, so maybe I'll give them a bit of a, I don't know, repair, spruce up. I'll see what I can do. Now, while removing the speaker, I couldn't not mention the atrocious job someone has done with the wiring on the speakers. If the person who did this is watching, shame on you. Please do a job properly. Use some heat shrink or even electrical tape or something, but this cloth race tape stuff is not the right tool for the job. Anyway, time to get all the broken glass out of this door and install the new window. With the passenger door fixed up, I can get on to throwing this rear parcel tray back in now that its fresh coat of paint has dried. Then we can look at fixing the driver's door. So both of the trims were a bit sad, and all their push-in clips that hold them in the doors were kind of falling out of the MDF type material that makes up the guts of the trim. So I went around the whole trim and epoxied the clips in place to help reinforce the whole unit and hopefully give it some more life out of these trims. We're inevitably probably going to have to replace them at some point. And the last thing to do to these doors to neaten them up is clean up these speaker grills. So I'll mask them all up and hit them with some fresh black paint. Thank you, Motor Tech Spray Enamel. Another day working on the car done, and again it's getting dark and time to stop. The interior is starting to look a lot neater, but I think it's time to cover things up, if you know what I mean. So at this point she's looking pretty sorry for herself and needs quite a bit of attention. And of course, that means next time I'll really get into cleaning out all that smashed glass and start repairing some of the damage. Anyway, I'd really love for you to come along for the next episode. So if you are new here, please do hit the subscribe button. And I really would love if you give the video a thumbs up, because of course that really helps me out with all that weird YouTube magic. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.